Hello brothers and sisters, welcome to another episode here on Dangerous African Confessions HD. In this episode, we have a story from our brother who tells us his life journey and the things he has done as a young African man, searching for money. We've brought to your confessions that marvels us, but I bet you, this one is on another level. You've never heard this before. In this confession, we will see why our brother Maxwell had to make the kind of decisions he made, and how after getting himself involved in money rituals, his legs started to rot, and his manhood shrink to its smallest form.
It was after everything was done that the final rules were given to me. The man told me that what would guarantee my money was for me to do the following. He said that I was supposed to sleep with about 5 ladies and exchange something with them in the process of sleeping with them. He said during the process of sleeping with the ladies, the release of the lady when she has climax will be used for sacrifice on my behalf. And so, some particular cotton wipes were given to me that, at any time that I will sleep with the ladies, I should give them some of the wipe to clean themselves. The moment they use the wipe on them, automatically the exchange has been made in the realm of the spirit.
Without wasting much of your time, let's go and listen to the story.
Hello brother, my name is Maxwell and I want to share my life story with you. This is my biggest regret. Something that I wish I can have the chance to visit and make corrections. It all started when I went to live with my car owner. I am a driver. I used to drive a taxi, but now, my car owner bought a private car to be used for Uber for me. All the people that had come to work for him as either a driver or any other way, leaves him and becomes rich. This made lots of people wanting to work with him. And now that I had graduated from the university without any good work to do, I decided to also try my hands on driving. Since I already knew how to drive, I went to him to apply to work as one of his drivers. Not knowing, it would turn out to be something awful and regrettable in my life. When I started work with him, I was driving one of his taxis. Until it got to a time where I became close to my car owner. This friendship between me and my car owner grew to a point where he was okay telling me about some secrets in making money. One day, he asked me to take him to a place to meet some friends. After everything and on our way back to his house, he asked me a question about my educational background. I told him everything and revealing to him of being a university graduate. And I got myself doing what I am doing because there is no job. After my response, he was quiet a bit. So, when he broke the quietness, he asked me if I wanted to make money and be on my own. Something I said yes to. And I told him that I really want that, but then I didn't know of anyone that can show me the way to make it. After my talk, he told me that when the time is right, he will show me something. If I am interested in it, it will transform my life significantly. A day came and he said I was to travel with him to a place outside of our country to Benin in order to get the backing in order to make the money. This at first sounded weird to me, as to why we had to travel all the way to Benin before I can become rich. But he told me that, at that place there was nothing really evil that I was going to be involved with. He said that, we were just going to see the way I can be cleansed in order for my true blessing to unveil itself. I was convinced, and so, we embarked on this journey. When we reached Benin, I honestly do not know any place in Benin. So, I was just following this man. We had to park our car and get on a motor and again travel about 20 minutes through the bush. We got to the place that I was going to be helped in order to make money. And all the necessary introductions were made. We were made to wait for a while and an old man came to us and told us to follow him. We followed him into a small room. In this room there were skulls and skeletons of animals all over the place. Something in the form of powder were poured into my palm, and I was made to swear that I will honor the spirits anytime, any day. In fact, I said and made all the vows without knowing the consequences. Maybe, the idea of me making money to elevate me from poverty blocked my thinking. When everything was done, I was made to wash myself with a mixture of some herbs. It was when after I finished washing myself with the mixture that I saw there were animal bones in the pot. It was after everything was done that the final rules were given to me. The man told me that what would guarantee my money was for me to do the following. He said that I was supposed to sleep with about 5 ladies and exchange something with them in the process of sleeping with them. He said during the process of sleeping with the ladies, the release of the lady when she has climax will be used for sacrifice on my behalf. And so, some particular cotton wipes were given to me that, at any time that I will sleep with the ladies, I should give them some of the wipe to clean themselves. The moment they use the wipe on them, automatically the exchange has been made in the realm of the spirit. This seemed weird and dangerous. But then, I was already all the way in it. So, there was no turning back. My initiation and everything were done. And we were on our way coming back home. So, I asked my car owner if he was also made to go through similar process. This he revealed to me that I was the first person he was about to reveal his secret to. He said that he first lost his 2 cars to accident. And all the passengers and the drivers were used as a sacrificial lamb for his success. The reason why people do not know about it is because he bought a car and gave it out to people outside of our town. So, in that case, people really didn't know about the owner of those 2 cars. This, he said, was the beginning of his success. We came home and upon several deliberations, he told me that he was willing to buy me a private car. I should use the car as my own car and then use it again as Uber. That way, when I meet someone that I want to use for the process, she will not look down on me as a common Uber driver. I forgot to tell you that I was given a bag, and in this bag, there was a pot and some other mixtures were in it. This bag was where my money was supposed to come. Anytime I do a ritual. So, I had already slept with 4 ladies and had it done what was supposed to be done. It was left with 1 person. But then at this time, the money was coming in. I was actually seeing the result of whatever I was doing. But then, the last thing was supposed to be done, then everything would be sealed. So, one night, it was about 12 a.m. thereabout. I was returning home from an outing, when I saw a very nice lady standing by the roadside looking disturbed. I stopped and walked up to her trying to find out what the problem was. She told me that she went to her boyfriend's house and saw him with another woman having fun. So, she is out there trying to see if she will get a taxi back home. I offered to take her to her destination, since it was late and dangerous for her to be there alone. She agreed and entered the car. On our way, she was crying and hitting her hand on the dashboard. I was worried, and so, I parked the car close to a mechanic shop that was along the road. I tried consoling her and trying to talk her out of the situation and pain she was in. In about some minutes into my talk, I don't know what happened, and I kissed her forehead. To be honest, it didn't occur to me that I should use her for the sacrifice at first. But then, when I kissed her forehead and she kissed me on my lips, I thought it was perfect for me to conclude on the last person with her. We started kissing, and before I knew it, one thing led to another, and we made love right there in the middle of the night by the roadside. After the act, I gave her the wipe to clean herself, and I got out of the car to wash my manhood with some water which was in my car. Some few minutes into me washing my manhood, right at the back of the car, a dog from nowhere attacked me and bit onto my leg. It my attempt to get the dog away from my leg proved futile. I started shouting, and 2 guys from the fitting shop came over and also stated to hit the dog with sticks, but it didn't leave my leg. Until the portion where it had pierced with its teeth was completely removed. Blood was oozing from my leg like something. I rushed inside the car to get something to clean the blood, and to my surprise, the lady was nowhere to be found in the car. I came to the guys and asked them if they saw any lady walking out of the car. They said no, they didn't see any lady in the car nor walking out of the car. They wanted to find out more about the lady, but then I didn't want to tell them what had happened between the 2 of us. I thanked them and drove away, heading home. I came home and rushed to a nearby pharmacy shop, which operates 24 hours. I went there and showed them what has happened to me. So, they gave me an injection and some medicines. 3 days after that incident with the lady and the dog, my leg started to swell. And my leg started having so many sores around it. I called my car owner and told him about my situation. He told me he will contact the man and get back to me. In about a week after the incident, I woke up one morning and saw that my manhood has been reduced to the size of a newborn child's own. What was happening to me? I rushed to my car owner's house and explained everything to him. I even showed him my manhood to let him know how serious everything was. He called the man and asked the spiritual man to explain to you and if possible, show us the way to avert it. The man called back to tell us that one of the ladies that I slept with and used for the ritual was a daughter to a powerful priest. And so, that priest had invoked the spirits to deal with me. And so, it was one of her spirits that came in the form of that lady I slept with. She has exchanged my life with the sex that she gave me. He said that the dog that bit me was the symbol of and the forces behind whatever action the lady was supposed to do. So, the moment the dog got hold of my leg and tasted my blood, it meant I have been sacrificed for the gods of the fetish priest. This man actually told us that there was nothing that he could do for me to have my freedom from them. He actually told us that they will not kill me, but then I will not be able to overturn what has been done unto me. He said that if the dog had not bite me, then he could have just given me a direction to cleanse me. So, my brother, I went in for money and now this is what I am left with. The pain I go through every night is indescribable. Please tell my fellow brothers that no amount of money can be equate to your peace of mind. If I had not actually agreed to go in for such ways to make money, I wouldn't be in this situation. Please let us be very careful what we do with our lives. Thank you for hearing my story. I hope it changes someone who is about to go through something like this.
Please kindly subscribe, share and like our videos. Kindly hit the notification bell so you will be the first to get notification to our videos when we upload. Like I always say, these are not just stories for story's sake. They are meant for us not to make these mistakes our brothers and sisters are making. That's why we share these stories with you. I pray that we learn from some of these stories and live a better and more matured life. Life is not always rosy, and so, to get to our final destination, we will definitely face challenges. These challenges are meant to mold us into the men and women we will become in the future. They are to teach us a lesson of resilience and not to take a shortcut route, which will at the end of the day cause us more. We are not here racing amongst ourselves. Therefore, do the little you can and ask your Creator to bless your handwork. Please let's be mindful of the choices that we make. Thanks for being a part of this growing family. Kindly share your thought with us in the comment section below. And if you have a confession or a story to share with us, please contact us on the email on the screen. If you are new here, please subscribe, like and share. Stay blessed and be safe.